Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Rabote Renegades and the Cesta Cyclones. Let's begin player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Rabote Renegades.
You're live.
Number 77, El Barba. Number 32, Ubia. Number 40, Goenaga. Number 87, Arats. And captain of the Renegades, number 20, Gosheri. And now the home team for tonight's game day, the Cesta Cyclones. From Miami, Florida, number 8, Jenin. From Miami, Florida, number 22, Bueno. From San Diego, California, number 23, Ikeda. From Miami, Florida, number 3, Carballo. Your captain of the Cesta Cyclones from Tijuana, Mexico, number 60, Manny. And from Saint-Jean-de-Luz, France, number 17, Manu. And with that, the players salute you, the fans. We are ready to begin tonight's game day.
Are you tired after that introduction? You must be.
Never gets old, Stu. How you guys doing? Welcome into another edition of Friday Night Jai-Alai here in the Magic City. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside, you heard him already, Stu Nyman. How you doing, Stu?
Greetings, greetings. Hope everybody's doing well. Good to be here with you, Andrew.
Going to be a great day tonight. Renegades and Cyclones, two teams squarely in the playoff picture. Gonna go at it right here. Third-ranked doubles to get us started. One note for tonight, Ben will be out. El Barba off the taxi squad comes in, and you're going to see him right here in the first match in the backcourt with Gosheri. Let's introduce him, Stu. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our first match of the evening. Representing the Rabote Renegades and playing on behalf of the Udonis Haslam Foundation, here's the team of Gosheri and El Barba. And representing the Cesta Cyclones and playing on behalf of the Ron McGill Conservation Endowment, here's the team of Bueno and Manu.
Gosheri serves. We begin. Here's the backhand by Manu to the inside. Gosheri back at the 11 line to make this catch. Manu's there. Backhand. Catch in and out of the cesta by El Barba. First point of the evening goes to Bueno and Manu of the Cesta Cyclones. Bueno serves. A reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. The first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And I believe this is the first time we've seen El Barba at the backcourt this year. One thing that he is very capable of is a good catcher there in the backcourt.
Fault under serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Again, if his focus is just on catching the ball, keeping these rallies going, and returning, that's when we've seen the best El Barba here in the backcourt. He's got one of the best front quarters on the roster in front of him. Doesn't have to do anything crazy up there, just has to play his role in the back.
Gosheri picks the serve, drop shot, scores on the second bounce. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece. Gaucheri will serve.
And that's exactly why El Barba doesn't have to play outside of his game. He's just got to stay in the backcourt, catch the
Catches
ball that's
consistently.
coming to him in the
Absolutely
air.
right.
You got Gaucheri, the best shot maker on this roster, up in the front, mixing it up with the drop shot early on, which is going to force Bueno off the net to open up some 2-walls, maybe some filos that we know that he likes to throw with a bunch of power.
Fault, over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Bueno picks the serve. There's the backhand. El Barba on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Manu is there. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played in one fluid motion by Gaucheri. Gaucheri on the catch. Backhand. He loses his footing. Manu makes the catch. Karam. El Barba gets in there to make the play. Bueno on the catch. Backhand from the 7 line. El Barba's there. Backhand. Gaucheri from the 10 line. Hard throw to the inside, goes wall to wall. This is the Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Gaucheri to the outside, scoop by Bueno. Catch by Gaucheri. Backhand from the 9 line. Manu's there. Gaucheri calls for the Robote. Plays it up the middle. This one caught by Manu. Karam by Manu. Gaucheri chases it down. Big right side splitter. Will score. 2 points for Gaucheri and El Barba. Gaucheri serves.
Now already you see him a much more engaged Gaucheri when he's playing with Ben. Kind of lets him do his thing there in the backcourt. Here with El Barba, you see him covering a majority of the court. Again, you've seen the best of the Renegades team when they let their backcourter play, particularly when we got Gaucheri in the front. But he can kill the point from just about anywhere. That time runs down to Karam.
Powerful serve by Gaucheri, picked up by Manu. There's the backhand. Gaucheri's there. Backhand. Backhand 2-wall is out of play. We're all tied up 2 points apiece. Bueno will serve. Once again, first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And I don't think Gaucheri necessarily has to throw the backhand 2-wall. He's got such a strong variety. He's got a beautiful feel that's coming powerfully, tougher for Bueno to handle. That backhand 2-wall isn't going to give Bueno much trouble there, so see if he goes to a different shot as we move through this opening set and the rest of the match.
Gaucheri picks the serve. Splitter will score. Excellent catch by Gaucheri. The kill shot scoring to the inside. They have 3 points now. Bueno and Manu with 2. Gaucheri serves.
At the last second, you saw him switch that up. I think he was going to keep it inside and then realized that it had that defended pretty well and the 2-wall, so kind of went with the splitter. Better choice right there, scoring.
Yeah, that was something else. Beautiful catch by Manu. Backhand to the inside. El Barba's there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Manu takes it at the 11 line. Here's Gaucheri. Backhand to the inside. Manu from deep in the backcourt. Robote forehand. Bueno cuts it off on the right side. Forehand from the 7 line. Gaucheri to the inside. Manu's there. Backhand by Manu. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out again. Manu reaching overhead.
Catch.
Right side on the return. Gaucheri calls for it. Right up the middle. Caught by Manu. Manu to the inside. Gaucheri chases it down. Backhand from the 10 line. Robote coming out.
Oh, that's right on the wall.
Catch by Gaucheri. Karam scores. 4 points for Gaucheri and El Barba. Of the Robote Renegades in orange, Gaucheri serves.
The first shot that Gaucheri threw outside, that came to Bueno's forehand, and he scooped it up pretty easily. That's been his better side of the two, comparing right to left. You see here again, coming to his left side, ball spinning a little bit, that one kicking up. just isn't as consistent in controlling those as he is his right. Look for Gaucheri to consistently go back to that spot and try to throw those split placements. Seem to be working out well as they open up a 2-point lead.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Here's the backhand by Manu. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Robote forehand missed by Gaucheri. That puts Bueno and Manu on the board with 3 points. Once again, we're playing to 6 points to decide the first of 2 winning sets. Bueno serves.
And just a rare miss on the forehand Robote by Gaucheri. See him line those up
He's been
every
so
day,
in, but he's doing a lot.
Yeah,
he is doing a lot.
And sometimes when he tries to give it a little bit of extra power, tends to throw off the timing a little bit.
Catch by El Barba. There's the backhand to be the side wall. Backhand by Manu. Robote forehand by Gaucheri. Bueno stops it. Gaucheri calls for the Robote. Left side to the inside. Manu is there. Manu from the forehand. Gaucheri on the catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Gaucheri calls for the Robote. It's a 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Bueno. Bueno's forehand. Gaucheri, splitter. Scooped up by Bueno. Bueno costado to the inside, and El Barba is there. Here's Manu. Backhand from the 7 line. Robote forehand. Just above the pad. Bueno stops it. Backhand by Manu. Robote forehand in the overhead screen. 4-4 is the score. Bueno serves.
And forcing some tougher Robotes here as we move through this set.
Yeah, the problem there was Gaucheri's calling for everything, and that was a relatively easy catch for El Barba. Gaucheri wanted it, but wasn't quite the chula, where it hits the space just between the back wall and the floor and dies. But it hit enough of that crack to take quite a bit off of it.
Gaucheri picks the serve. The 2-all will score. Possible set point for Gaucheri and El Barba of the Robote Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
Gaucheri mixing it up right there. He's gone with a couple of split placements in a row. That time throws the traditional 2-all, beating Bueno to the net side. How about this? Look at him stand in there, pick this serve. There's the costado, shoulder level throw, and you see how far Bueno is off the net? Establishing the split placement, pulling Bueno off the net there so he can maybe get those to his forehand. That time just powered it by him. Well thrown.
Here's the backhand by El Barba. Manu to the inside. Robote forehand by Gaucheri. Catch by Manu. Manu on the backhand. Gaucheri for the Robote to the inside. Manu. Forehand. Catch by El Barba. Here's the backhand from the 13 line. Bueno's got it. Ball tipped in the backcourt. It is 5-5. This is set point.
And a little bit indecisive right there. He heard Gaucheri calling him off, but El Barba's more than capable of making that catch. He's got to commit to it. Next time, I think that's going to go in his favor. Either way, let's do it. 5-5 here. 1 point to decide this set. Felt like it was pretty even on paper. Didn't know how El Barba was going to respond, but Gaucheri making it happen offensively up in the front.
Backhand by El Barba. Robote, that rebound comes out. Robote by Gaucheri is hooked. That is point and set to Bueno and Manu of the Cesta Cyclones. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our second obligatory set.
Yeah, a sight that you don't see very often. Gaucheri on that.
Gaucheri had a missed forehand rebote earlier in that set, and then he hooked the left side rebote.
And a backhand too while off the court also.
So
just a couple of mistakes that we're not used to seeing from number 20 there in orange. And I mean, sorry, Stu, but just to put a bow on that thought, the only way he hooks that is just trying to throw that rebote to the outside a little too hard.
Yeah.
Just maybe going for it a little too much here, amped up, maybe trying and pushing a little bit, and worked out a little bit better for him when they wasn't doing that.
Barba had to screw up early, and I'm sorry, by screw up means he missed the ball.
Yeah,
but
early miss.
Barba
right.
had one problem there early on, but after that seemed to do just fine.
Yeah.
Here we have some replays from that first set. Gaucheri, he eyes that ball. What a catch. In fact, he may have been standing just... Needs to be careful. Needs to be standing between the 4 and 7. I think he was standing on the 4 there.
And that was early on. Lost his
footing.
There's Bueno on the forehand, scooped it up, right back to Gaucheri.
I think it's
That's
safe
a
to
tough
say he's
catch.
playing deep.
And this one,
Beautiful catch.
that's been the best offense is Gaucheri picking the
split
serve.
placement. Taking the serve and splitting them right up the middle.
At least 2 of their 5 points. I think a third for the Renegades as well, coming off of the pick serve and then a 2-wall coming back
What
at
a
Bueno.
scoop by Bueno.
Here's the scoop on the left side, right back inside. And Gaucheri on the
He hooked that rebote. I mean,
he
he's
wanted
so
that.
solid on the left side of rebote. To see him hook it into the floor, rare mistake there for Gaucheri. Anyway, that does mean that the Cyclones in white win the first set, 6-5. About 20 seconds, we'll move on and begin our second set. Here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Quite a boisterous crowd here tonight, Andrew.
Great crowd tonight, and especially during the introductions. I'll give a shout out to the University of Miami women's basketball team joining us in the house. And boy, they were bringing it early on, Stu, and still bringing it here through the first set of our opening match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Gaucheri will serve for the Rebote Renegades. Here's the serve. We begin. Backhand by Manu. Rebote forehand by Gaucheri. Catch by Manu overhead. Gaucheri reads the throw perfectly. Splitter. Scoop by Bueno again. Bueno to the inside. Here's El Barba. Backhand to the inside. Manu's there. Backhand from the 12 line. Gaucheri in the air. Rifles it to the outside. Manu calls for this catch. Throws the carom. That's out. First point of the second set goes to the orange shirts, Gaucheri and El Barba, the Rebote Renegades.
Yeah, fortunate with that miss. Manu, as precise as it gets on this roster, particularly from that right side, and just pushed it wide of the court. Nothing more than that on that throw. See if the Renegades could take advantage right here. Point should have been the Cyclones. You got Gaucheri serving again, a real weapon for this team.
What a catch by Manu. Powerful throw to the inside.
Oh my goodness.
Gaucheri, hard from the left side, low and hard, scooped up, backhand. Ball tipped on the forehand. Gaucheri and El Barba have 2 points. Bueno and Manu looking to get on the board now.
And if you're Bueno, don't want to be scooping all too much in front of Manu right there. World-class backcourter. That ball is going to go to him comfortably on the bounce. Instead, Bueno tips it.
Excellent catch by Manu. There's the backhand. El Barba's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Manu on the catch. Backhand from the 9. Rebote coming out. Manu on the catch. Winds up. The 2-wall caught the pad, and the pad is bad. That's 3 points for Gaucheri and El Barba. Gaucheri serves.
So interesting that Manu choose to actually go with the 2-all right there. And Gaucheri's speed and his reaction time, he would have gotten out there in plenty of time and would have blasted the forehand right back at him. Like to see him keep those to the inside and test El Barba to make those catches on the bounce that have been getting him this evening.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's the serve by Gaucheri. Manu on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. He plays it deep. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Gaucheri. What a catch by Manu. Robote left side by Manu. Sherry on the catch. Winds up. A 2-all. Stopped by Bueno. Bueno's forehand will score. Well placed. Bueno and Manu of the Cesta Cyclones are on the board with a point, and they have a serve.
Smart throw there by Bueno. He goes low and hard. Maybe Gaucheri can try to scoop that up. Going high and hard, gets that 3-wall play, takes Gaucheri completely out of it, forcing El Barba to step up and catch it in the air, or the point's over.
Good catch by El Barba. There's the backhand, low and hard to the inside, off the frame of Manu Cesta. That's a 4th point for Gaucheri and El Barba in the orange shirts of the Robote Renegades. Gaucheri serves.
You talk about a rare miss. Manu on the left side, right on the bounce. Not often you see that. The Renegades have definitely come out a little stronger here in set number 2, but
El Barba was happy with that.
yeah, I think
He was definitely happy with that.
Manu, backhand from the 11 line. Gaucheri calls for the Robote, plays it up from the left side. Catch by Manu, backhand. Gaucheri calls for it again. 2-all into the pad. That's 2 points for Bueno and Manu. Bueno serves.
again, just forcing it on the Robote, trying to turn those into shots when maybe they're not necessarily there.
I know this is not Gaucheri that we're used to seeing. He's made quite a few mistakes.
I mean, anxious to maybe throw some shots and test the defense, particularly of Bueno up there in the front, but could be a little more patient and wait for a better opportunity.
There's a catch by El Barba. Backhand. It does pass. Here's the Robote. That rebound off the back wall. Played a little too high. That hits the overhead screen. 5 points. Possible set point for Gaucheri and El Barba.
Boy, that was a tough serve. Thought that maybe it was going to spin out. Good control by El Barba. Set that one up.
Here's the catch and the return by Manu. Gaucheri calls for it. Manu on the catch. Backhand powerfully thrown from the 11 line. Backhand now by Gaucheri. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Left side. Straight up the middle. Caught by Manu. Gaucheri, what a catch. Off the wall at the 10 line. Manu in the corner. There's the backhand powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Scoop by Manu. Backhand from the 11 line. Robote by Gaucheri. Manu's there. Backhand. Gaucheri again. This one just missed. That's 3 points for Bueno and Manu. Still possible set point for the players in orange. Bueno serves.
And pretty much all these longer rallies have gone in favor of Bueno and Manu, so if they go back to that, try to keep the ball inside, pass, and just force some Robotes. In particular, trying to keep Gaucheri deeper in the backcourt when he does throw them.
Gaucheri picks that serve.
Oh, look at
the
Manu.
drop shot read by Manu. Manu plays it back. El Barba comes up with a clutch catch. Here's Bueno from the 9 line. Backhand. Gaucheri calls for the rebote. Right up the middle. Here's the catch by Manu. Manu from the forehand to the inside. Catch by Gaucheri. Backhand. Manu's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Rebote saved by Gaucheri. Bueno comes back to the 9 to make the catch. Hard throw to the inside. Here's El Barba on the right side. Forehand by Manu. Here's Manu from the 11 line. Forehand to the inside. Ball tipped off the scoop attempt back behind the 10. Bold choice of catch. That's 4 points for Bueno and Manu. Still possible set point. Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Gaucheri picks it, sends this one back. Manu looks for the rebote. Manu sends it back. This one is caught. Gaucheri will play it safe. Rebote forehand by Bueno, scooped up by Gaucheri. Backhand. Here's a catch by Manu. Backhand from the 11 line. Gaucheri calls for it. It's coming in low. Gaucheri makes the save. Manu from the 12 line. Backhand to the inside. Rebote. A rebound picked by Gaucheri. Manu hard to the inside. Gaucheri on the catch. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Bueno. Nicely played. This is a good catch by El Barba. El Barba to the inside from the backcourt. Forehand by Manu. Rebote from the 9 line by Gaucheri. Manu's there. Forehand play from the 12 line to the inside. Beautiful catch by Manu. There's the backhand. Rebote splitter caught in the air by Bueno. Bueno's 2-wall perfectly executed to score. It is 5-5, ladies and gentlemen. Possible match point for Bueno and Manu. Possible set point for Gaucheri and El Barba.
Kind of the same thing in both sets. Renegades got out to an early lead, thought they were going to take the set, but the Cyclones coming back here. It's now 3 straight points. Look at this 2-wall from Bueno. Doesn't throw many. You see Gaucheri shading the inside placement. It leaves a lot of space.
Gaucheri picks the serve. Rifles it low and hard. It will score.
What a point.
And set to Gaucheri and El Barba. We will move on to a third and final set for this first match in just 2 minutes. So, wow.
There he is, Gaucheri.
That was close, huh?
Wow. I mean, that's his game, Stu. Aggressive and taking the serve today. It's been a good recipe for success, and getting another point up on the board, a crucial point
It was
to
definitely good to
extend
see
the match.
the Cyclones come back the way they did there, but just not enough to put any points on the board to begin the evening.
Yeah, overall this season, you got Bueno and Manu have played 8 matches so far. This is their 9th this season. They have 5 wins and 3 losses. Gaucheri and Ben, 3rd team for the Renegades. Ben not playing this evening, so El Barba in the backcourt, the substitute. But this team 5-1 overall, just 1 loss. They came at the hands of Douglas and Iriondo, so even with the substitute, they're tough to knock out. See some replays here of our second set.
That took a wonky bounce, and just what a fantastic... Look at that reflex. That is just such a beautiful catch by Gaucheri. Spectacular. Show it from 4 different angles. It's equally good every time you watch it. Very well done.
And
Nice
Bueno,
catch
though,
by Bueno.
after some struggles early on, he's made the adjustments on these catches very well.
Gaucheri's playing deep. Beautiful catch back there at the 10 line. Manu really working to keep that on the forehand. That 2-all by Bueno was just a ballsy play at the right time, you know? Really glad that he threw that. Very nice.
Yeah. This at 5-5, Gaucheri on the forehand. Yeah, can't give it to him there. Blasts it low and hard. Didn't get many opportunities from the right side, Stu. And he converts right there to close it out. 6-5 as we go on to a third and decisive set. It's just about 10 seconds away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin what will be the third and final set of this first match. Bueno and Manu of the Cesta Cyclones in white will serve. See Gaucheri there tying his cesta. Basically, the hand sits on top of that wicker basket with the leather glove over the top. The only thing holding it in there is that long tie we call the cinta. There's the serve by Bueno. The third set's underway with a catch by Gaucheri. What a catch by Bueno. Hard throw. Will score. Ball juggled.
Now juggling the call.
First point of this match goes to Bueno and Manu in the white shirts. The ball comes into the cesta, has to stay in the cesta.
Yeah, a bit of a wonky look on the catch right there from Gaucheri. Cesta started low, came up high. Ball had to have come out there. Getting Bueno and Manu that first point, third set.
El Barba on the catch. And a drop back at the 10 line. 2 quick points for Bueno and Manu. Manu has the serve.
That may force Gaucheri to be aggressive on this next serve. I mean, if he's got any chance at it, look for him to pick it.
El Barba on the catch. Backhand. Right up the middle. Caught by Manu. Manu from the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. Gaucheri's there. Backhand. Catch by Manu. Manu to the inside. Backhand by Gaucheri from the 10 line. This rebote is coming out. Bueno on the rebote, 2 pass. Gaucheri calls for it. Plays it to the inside. Here's Manu from the 11 line. Gaucheri on the catch. Backhand. Bueno eyes the rebote, sends it back. Gaucheri calls for it. Goes to the floor to make the play. Big bounce. Brought down by Manu. Scoop by Gaucheri. High on the left side. What a catch by Manu. Backhand from the 12 line. Powerfully thrown. Rebote, forehand by Gaucheri. Manu takes it in the air. Catch by Gaucheri. Rebote, forehand by Bueno. El Barba nicely caught in the backcourt.
Just
that
does
clears the
clear.
overhead screen.
Wow.
Manu comes out. He makes a save. Gaucheri comes in from the costado. Winds up and has a drop ball. That is 3 points for Bueno and Manu. Bueno serves.
Was winding up something.
Looks like he was taking a little too much time to think about what he was doing there and wound up dropping the ball, which is it's just rare. His game is not about that. His game is about power and killing it. Just grab it and do what you're going to do.
A rare indecisive moment brings it to 3-0. Renegades got to make it happen now. Look at that catch.
Gaucheri picks the serve. 2-all. Stopped by Bueno. Bueno's forehand is caught by El Barba. What a catch.
Maybe a
Here's
match
Manu from the
saver,
11
Stu.
line. Over the top. Gaucheri, nice pick. Backhand from the 9 line. Rebote coming out.
Way out.
Rebote forehand by Bueno. El Barbo ducks out of the way. The 2-all. Stopped by Bueno. Bueno again. Powerful forehand. This one caught by Gaucheri. That 2-all is out. 4 points for Bueno and Manu of the Cesta Cyclones. Bueno serves.
Yeah, for his early struggles, I'll say Bueno has really settled into this match. I mean, he's stopping the ball. He's killing the point.
He's looked good the last couple weeks, but he looked spectacular tonight. That is Bueno, number 22.
Could not agree more, Stu. Way to turn it around. 2 points to close out this match.
Powerful serve. Here's El Barba. Backhand. Manu keeps it on the left side. Backhand to the inside. El Barba's there. Backhand. Manu from the 12 line. Forehand over the top. Gaucheri attacks. Scoop by Gaucheri. Rifles it to the outside where it scores. There'll be no shutout in the third set. Gaucheri and El Barba are on the board with a point. Bueno and Manu with 4. We're playing the 6. Gaucheri serves.
I mean, how about that scoop, Stu? I mean, we usually say you don't want front quarter scooping the ball, and probably not that difficult either, but he made it through the filo, the costado directly to the outside, and that was a bullet. Don't think Bueno saw it at all.
Beautiful catch by Manu off a good serve by Gaucheri. Rebote. Forehand by Gaucheri. Manu takes it at the 9 line. Backhand. Manu on the catch. Forehand low and hard to the inside. Gaucheri will look for Rebote on the 11 line. Manu makes the catch. Here's the catch by El Barba. Nicely played from the 12. High to the front wall. Manu is there. Manu looking for that placement to the outside, and he gets it to score. That is 5 points for Bueno and Manu. Bueno serves. Possible match point.
The most frustrating of all the plays if you're the Renegades, because Gaucheri doesn't even have a shot on the rebote. That ball was over his head, out of reach, and then when it hits off the back wall, that thing just opened up. Seen Gaucheri come back before. This might be the tallest hill he's had to climb.
That ball is tipped. That is point set in a hard-fought match for Bueno and Manu of the Cesta Cyclones, winning in the third set, 6-1.
A big game day between two contenders starts off with a Cyclones win, 1.5 points to start off the game day. Let's pull up that game day scoreboard with our full season standings at the bottom as well. Renegades and Devils coming into this evening tied up on total points. However, the Renegades have a game day in hand, meaning they have a full game day, today's matches, to play, and then they will be tied with the Devils on points remaining. So a chance to add them. But the first points of the day going to the Cesta Cyclones, who have a chance to sneak into the top 2, maybe even first place after today. Great start there by Bueno and Manu, one of the better teams for the Cyclones this season. That was their 9th match of 12, so just 3 remain this season. Great start for the Cyclones team. Let's hear from 2 of the best, Bueno and Manu.
All right, Bueno, Manu, congratulations on winning that match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Feels good. Feels good to come out and put points on the board for the team.
Yeah, very happy with the win. Start the day with the win, always good. So very happy.
So what was the strategy playing today?
I mean, I know Gaucheri's one of the best players in the world, so I knew he was going to go for a lot of the serves. I struggled in the beginning to get him by him, but I knew that if I could get him by him, it was going to give us a good chance. And I knew he was going to shoot it at me a lot, and being able to adapt it and make some of those catches actually, gave us a better chance.
He said everything. Gaucheri was the strategy. Pass Gaucheri. We know that he's the best player. He's the beast in the court. So we have to try to don't give it the ball, and we did a good job.
Well, guys, congratulations again on winning that match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Thank you. Go Clones.
All right, Stu. Up next, I have a 4th-ranked singles matchup here between Ikeda and Ubia. Should be a fun one here, Stu, as Ubia starting to figure out his shorter, smaller court a little bit more. He's been much more aggressive in his singles play, which has led to a few victories for him. But they don't come much tougher than Ikeda in this 4th-ranked group, though. He's established himself over the last couple of seasons, and he comes into this one with a better record, 3-1, compared to 2-2 for Ubia.
Yeah, we'll see how Ikeda does in terms of shot making tonight. Been throwing a few more shots than he normally does in the last couple outings.
Well, he's going to have to do that against Ubia. mean, he has wasted no time. He's not going to rally with anybody. He's got the power to make life difficult for his opponent, and he's killing the points at a high rate. Again, good combination for one of the newer players on this roster. The slate for today will feature 3 singles matches and 3 doubles matches, which means 7.5 points up for grabs. There's no chance for a tie. 1 more point to be awarded right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match of the evening, a 4th-ranked singles matchup. Representing the Rabote Renegades, we have number 32, Ubia. And receiving for the Cesta Cyclones, number 23, Ikeda. There's a serve by Ubia. Our second match is underway. Ikeda shoots a forehand. Ubia backing up. That ball missed on the bounce. Ikeda, it's the first point of our second match.
One thing we're going to be looking for that we've been seeing with Ubia here for the Rabote Renegades in the orange shirt, that raw power on both sides, both the forehand and the backhand, especially that backhand. We'll see what Ikeda does with it.
Backhand, lifted into the corner. Ikeda comes back for it, lays up the Rabote. Ubia running under it, up at the 6 line, shoots it low and hard. Ikeda with a great catch off the side wall. Ubia now from up at the 9 line, low running backhand to pass. Not a lot on that Rabote. Ikeda digs it out. Well placed, beautiful catch up high. There's a backhand 2-all just out of reach front ways. Ikeda's got the Rabote. It's a 2-all return. Ubia stops it on the outside. Powerful forehand opening up. Ikeda lines it up, makes the save. Ball floating. Ubia got there before the second bounce. Low runner again. The scoop is tipped.
Doesn't look like Ikeda was entirely committed to that scoop. It's like he had his cesta out there.
Yeah.
And like, I'll let it go to the Rabote and come out because I'm kind of in position, but it was already in the process of making the scoop. End up tipping the ball.
Backhand from Ikeda, just out of the reach of Ubia. He's got the Rabote, keeps it inside. Ikeda on the bounce. Up the 7th line, shoots it low and hard. That one tipped. Second point for Ikeda.
Ikeda is a player who understands the concept of throwing it at your opponent's feet. Make the catch and keep it low. Keep the ball low for your opponent, setting up more difficult catches. That was the case there.
Ubia from the 12 line. There's a big backhand. Rabote comes shooting off the back wall. Ikeda makes the save. On the bounce, Ubia had it for a moment, but could not control it. 3 points for Ikeda. Backhand on the wall. Tough catch there by Ikeda. He returns it high and hard to pass. Ubia on the Rabote. Right at the feet of Ikeda. There's a good scoop up at the 9 line. Backhand just does clear the overhead screen. Ubia drops it back over the top. Cutting in front of Ikeda. Shoots it back inside. Ubia scoops it up. Forehand Rabote. High off the front wall and passing Ikeda. On a knee, makes the save, just lays it up. Ubia on the bounce, takes it up high on the forehand. Fake the outside placement, keeps it inside. Ikeda got a cesta on it, but that's not going to reach the front wall. 2 points for Ubia of the Renegades.
That's an example of where you probably want to take the ball coming at you off of the front wall. Again, at that time he let it pass to the Rabote and didn't have much of a play on it.
Forehand back to the inside. No play for Ubia. He's got the rebote on the back end. Just does lay it up, but that ball was juggled. Juggling on the catch of Ikeda. That ties it up, 3-3. That was close. Here's a forehand back to the inside. Ikeda on the bounce. Big backhand.
Yeah, B almost took that right in the knot.
The rebote got away from him up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. Ikeda breaks the tie, leads 4-3.
See, this overall is a very interesting match. I mean, Ubia's game is just a lot of brute force, some good catching. His court positioning is pretty good as he sees his opponent throwing. He tends to move to where they're throwing the ball. But then once he gets it, he just throws it. But he almost took a header on that last one.
I mean, I hesitated for a moment.
That was close.
I mean, we've seen some close calls. That was
close.
Right by his, the back of his helmet. Man. Big backhand from Ubia. Rotate, turn low and hard. Ubia's got it on the bounce up at the 8 line. Low runner trying to get by. He does. Ikeda on the rebote. Just does lay it up. Karam. Ikeda reads it, stops it on the outside. Low hard forehand, there's the return. Coming back across the face of Ubia, that ball missed. Ikeda has 5 points, he has a possible set point.
There, he tried to switch from left to right very quickly and,
He did.
and basically lost his footing in the process of doing it. We have possible set point.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Ikeda. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Backhand. Right into the corner. Ikeda again on a knee, lays it up. Here's Ubia charging down the inside, takes it on the forehand, shoots it low and hard. Ball
tipped.
missed. Extends the set here. It's 5-4. Ubia serves.
Yeah, I don't think that Ikeda wants to let this get to 5-5. If he can finish it here with a shot, again, trying to throw it at his feet, move him around something, but finish the set.
You haven't seen a 2-all from Ikeda yet, Stu, right? Just keeping
we
it
haven't.
inside.
No.
So maybe the time to break it out with Ubia a little more aggressive on this point, trying to get that 5-5 tie. Ubia shoots it low and hard. Ikeda backing up. He's got it at the 10 line. Hard throw. That's on the numbers. Tough
Nice
catch.
catch.
Ubia pulls it in. This backhand's going to pass right into the corner. Ikeda rather on the left side. Saves it. Ubia from the outside. Low and hard. Ikeda with a great catch. There's the backhand. High hard play to pass. Ubia lines it up. Drops it low to the inside. Ikeda on the bounce. Shoots it to the inside again. Ubia scooped it up. Ball dropping. Ikeda lays it up. Little kick off the side wall. Here's Ubia on the forehand. Lower and harder. Ikeda's there again. Rebote left side. The 2-all with a soft touch. Ikeda runs it down. Ikeda back inside with it. Ubia's got another one. There's a backhand. Ikeda takes it off the side wall. Trying to get this one to pass. Ubia steps in, takes it in the air. This one cutting inside, dropping low. Ikeda lays it up. Here's Ubia, takes it in the air up at the 7, shooting it inside. Ikeda has got the rebote, and it scores for the set.
Wow.
Ikeda wins it 6-4. We'll play a second set in 2 minutes.
My, oh my. Talk about never say die. Turning around, saving that rebote, and scoring. Everybody was surprised by that.
Yeah, I don't think Ubia was expecting
Yeah, including number 32.
Probably most surprised out of anybody. Good forehand. It actually caught a little bit of a Magic City bounce off the side wall. That didn't bounce at all, so I think that even more added to the fact that Ubia couldn't believe that he got that ball in the air and enough power to reach the front wall and then to get the second bounce before he could get up there. What a combination, what a point. Ikeda takes the set, 6-4.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida.
You see Ubia up there getting some advice from Gaucheri. Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about. No bounce off the sidewall. Ikeda somehow digs it out, hooks it. Ubia, I mean, he's not even looking. He's facing us off the back wall, which is not what you want, but I'm with him. I thought that point was over. What a rebote, what an effort. Ikeda rewarded with the point. They take the set 6-4. After winning the first match, too, I mean, this could be a huge day for the Cyclones. I mean, Renegades a man down without Ben. That's a pretty big absence as he will be scheduled to play singles against Bueno next. El Barba will substitute there as well. So 2 matches that you think, if you have Ben, perhaps your favorites to win them, and without Ben, come in as the underdogs. Already lost one of them. Bueno and Manu taking out Gaucheri and El Barba. So far, so good for Ikeda here, taking the first set, 6-4. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Ubia will have the serve. Ubia on the bounce, scoops it up here. The long carom from deep in the backcourt opens up to score. Well thrown by Ubia on the board first.
Nice way to start off the second set. I think we saw him break that out for the first time this week. That was just really well done.
Fault over serve, second serve coming up. Forehand rebote, dropping low to the inside. Ikeda looking for it, makes a save. Ubia on the bounce, shoots it low and hard. It came across Ikeda to the forehand. Low hard play to the inside. Ubia lines up the rebote, drops it at the feet. Ikeda trying to pass with it to the inside. Ubia steps in. Rebote coming up the middle. Ikeda on the forehand, keeps it inside. Nice body control, better catch. There's a hard backhand pass. Ikeda again, middle of the court, plays this one up. Ubia able to run under it, lower and harder. Ikeda on the back end's got another rebote. He again drops it over the top, dropping low. Ikeda puts it up the middle. Ubia another one. This time passing, Ikeda at the 10 line, makes the save. Ikeda, tough catch on the inside, keeps this one. There it scores. Inside placement for Ikeda, ties it up. 1-1.
So if Ikeda is employing the concept of out-volleying his opponent, that might work with Ubia. It's always tough to say, and it's kind of a risky play because you saw that beautiful carom that Ubia threw to open the second set. But I don't know. It seemed to pay off in that point.
Backhand from Ubia into the corner. Here's the Rebote. Rebote saved up at the 7 line. Ubia thought about it. Take it on the back end. This is right on the numbers. Ikeda coming back for it. Lays it up. Tough pickup on the bounce. Ubia, the outside placement. Stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda, low and hard. Back to the inside. Crossing the sidewall. Ubia's got it. Forehand Rebote. Ubia with the 9 line. Takes it in. A backhand 2-wall. Ikeda not falling forward. Ikeda, the sidearm carom scores.
That's kind of one, even though he's a little reluctant to throw shots, that was a shot that was yelling to be thrown.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he turned his head as he's winding up at the right side. He saw his opponent on his left side. Throw the shot, throw the 2-wall.
Rebote forehand, Ikeda. Ooh, that ball kicked to the outside. Ubia middle of the court, opens up for the carom. Ikeda not going to get out there. Beautifully thrown again. Ubia is able to tie it up, 2-2.
Nice shot by Ubia. The carom's
Second
working
carom
for him tonight, absolutely.
Big backhand from Ikeda. Coming back inside, powerful Rebote. Ikeda takes it in the air. Sidearm play. Ubia lined up the Rebote. Ball opened up, missed. 3-2 lead. Ikeda serves.
That was kind of funny. Ikeda went to help him up, showing good sportsmanship, and was like, kind of look on his face as he was reaching to pick him up. Was like, wow, this guy's big. this guy's big and heavy. Let me not hurt myself.
Forehand Rebote to the inside. Here's Ubia. Backhand, 2-wall. Kicking up. But Ikeda's got to play on the Rebote. Turns it high. Back out the middle. Here's Ubia. Long drop shot. 2 bounces. Scores for Ubia. 3-3.
I would have liked to have thought that if, because that ball was still bouncing past the 4 line, and any drop shot that's bouncing past the 4, unless the player is getting up from the floor or is too far in the back, you can get to that ball. On this court, you can get to that ball.
Ikeda drops it over the top. Tough catch by Ubia on the inside. Forehand Rebote. Ubia one-handed scoop. He's got it on the left side. Forehand Rebote laid up. Ball missed. 4-3 lead for Ikeda. Yeah.
So, not sure what Ubia did, but we definitely all saw him wince back here in the announcer's booth.
With every throw,
he's definitely in pain. Don't know what he did. He just said he wants to go on.
Oh my God. Backhand by Ubia just does clear. Beautifully thrown. Ikeda drops it inside. Ubia on the bounce. Backhand 2-wall. Thrown to score. 4-4 is the score.
For a guy that's in pain, he threw a backhand
tied
2-wall
up.
that landed in well.
Forehand from Ikeda. Drop back inside. The scoop is missed. Ikeda with 5 points. It's a possible set and a possible match point. Backhand from Ikeda. Ubia rather lifted into the quarter. Ikeda runs it down, drops it inside. Ubia scooped it up. Backhand just out of reach, lobbed into the corner. Ikeda returns it to the outside. Ubia stops it on the bounce. The soft carom scores. Ubia has brought it to 5-5. This is set point.
Ubia may be injured and in pain, but if Ikeda wants to win this, he's going to have to finish him. He's absolutely going to have to finish him.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like he's
How much
been
he
going
has in the
easy on
yeah.
him. He just hasn't been moving around very much. Has not been moving him around.
Right, but if he throws a carom or a drop shot, I mean, you don't want to do that to an injured opponent, but could end the match. We'll see if he goes to any sort of shot right here. Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Ubia. Ikeda carom lands in and scores for the win. Point, set, and a hard-fought match going to Ikeda, winning on the final throw, 6-5. I think they're discussing the possibility of a challenge, but I think Ubia himself, I mean, he had a good look on it. You see the hug there. That's going to be official. 6-5, Ikeda wins the second set. Straight set victory, another one for the Cyclones.
Well done.
On this game day. Good win for Ikeda. We'll be right back. Let's take a look at that game day score. 2.5 now for the Cyclones. Coming up next, going to be Bueno against El Barba, so another opportunity to add a point where they will be heavily favored. Again, hope that Ubia's all right. I mean, a pretty valiant effort.
He comes back out to play doubles, doesn't he?
Yeah, with Gosheri, and that's a #1 ranked doubles match, and that's not one that you want to go in any less than 100%. So
especially against Carballo and Manu.
I mean, those guys are about as tough as it gets. So we will be hearing from our winner, Ikeda. First singles match of 3. Our second one up next. You see the practice between Bueno and El Barba. Let's hear from Ikeda. In his own words, winner. His 4th singles match of the year.
All right, Ikeda, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
Happy. Very happy to keep adding points for the team, and let's go Cyclones.
What was your strategy playing against Ubia today?
Well, I played with Ubia before. He's a very strong guy. I would just try to resist, to catch one more than him and try to get him tired. I think that's my strategy. Most of my games are like that, I think.
Well, Ikeda, congratulations again on winning your match. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Absolutely. Go Cyclones. Keep watching. Thank you.
And up next to 5th ranked singles matchup here for the Renegades, we have El Barba substituting for Ben for the Cyclones, number 22, Bueno.
No one's going to work harder to try to put points up on the board when he substitutes than Barba.
Yeah, you know that he's excited for this opportunity, and the type of player that can pull off the upset. I mean, he can catch the ball just about as well as anybody in this group. He's got some shots. So if all things go well, Stu, no reason why El Barba can't pull this one out. Bueno comes into this one just 1 win in 4 tries in singles this season. Just 1-3 his overall record. The 5th slot for the Renegades in singles, that's Ben. 4-1 overall. Again, 8 matches makes up a full single season.
I'll be curious to see if El Barba keeps it traditional or gets a little exotic with his play.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third match, a fifth-ranked singles matchup. Representing the Robote Renegades, we have number 77, El Barba. And representing the Cesta Cyclones, have number 22, Bueno.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. El Barba serves. There's a serve by El Barba. We begin. Backhand by Bueno. Rotates on the wall. El Barba makes a save. Bueno from the 6th line. There's a catch by El Barba. Backhand. Bueno makes the catch. Backhand. Robote. Robote left side, looking to get a big bounce. Bueno stops it. Forehand to the inside. Catch by El Barba. Backhand.
Oh, what a catch.
Robote left side, the blind Robote
That's
lands out. First point goes to Bueno of the Cesta Cyclones. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Okay, you see early on, I mean, he's got the catching ability, got the Robote. See if he starts to mix in a couple more shots here. That's going to be his best chance to win the match.
There's the backhand by Bueno. Robote coming in low. El Barba makes a save before the second bounce. Here's Bueno. Backhand from the 6th line. That ball not coming out. 2 points for Bueno of the Cesta Cyclones in white. He serves.
Yeah, not much on that Robote. Nice backhand by Bueno, dying there in the backcourt. See, Bueno's strategy seems pretty simple. Extend these rallies, move El Barba around. So far, so good. First 2 points. Tough catch.
Backhand. Caught by Bueno. Bueno to the inside. El Barba looks for the Robote. Plays it on the forehand with a light touch. Right up the middle. Here's Bueno. Bueno hard from the forehand. El Barba's in there. Try to turn that into a 2-wall Robote down low. Did not quite work out that way. 3 points for Bueno. Bueno serves.
Yeah, Bueno doing a good job of not feeding that Robote, really giving El Barba any chance to make something happen off it. The last few have been dead by about the 11 line. El Barba trying to come back to dig him out, just doesn't have the power to reach the front wall.
It's a fine catch by El Barba. The backhand passes. Robote, a rebound from the 10 line. El Barba attacks, takes it on the bounce. Going for the outside placement, put it into the pad, and the pad is bad. 4 points for Bueno. The Cesta Cyclones, he serves.
Good to see El Barba, though. Aggressive play, moving up on it, taking it on the bounce, and at least, mixing it up, throwing something. Not great execution on that outside placement, but we know that if he gets another chance, more than capable of throwing that in to score.
There's the backhand by El Barba. Bueno stays in the backcourt. Backhand from the 11 line. Robote forehand. Backhand by Bueno. Bueno on the catch. Forehand to pass. Robote forehand saved by El Barba. El Barba, forehand Robote. Here's Bueno. Bueno from the right side at the 8 line.
Well, that one dropping.
That one not coming out. 5 points for Bueno. Possible set point.
And just a perfect forehand, enough power to reach the back wall, but when it does touch, it just drops straight down, dying. And again, forcing a Robote from deep in the backcourt. If El Barba can get assessed on it, not going to do anything with it. Textbook start here for Bueno, looking to close it out right here in straight points.
Excellent serve by Bueno. Good catch and return by El Barba. Bueno on the forehand. That's in and out of the cesta. 6 points and a straight set victory. Straight set victory for Bueno. The Cesta Cyclones, 6-0. 2 minutes. We'll move on to our second set.
Straight points there for Bueno in the opening set.
Barba just not able to make anything happen. Here we are in the ESPN3 players cage. See Barba there on the bench. I know he's disappointed. Would like to win, but at least like to get a few points up there on the board. That's a Rats. Hey man, don't worry about it.
In a tough spot coming in here against Bueno, one of the better players in this 5th-ranked group, and is about as consistent as they come too. I mean, a tough matchup for El Barba here, but 6-0 in the first set. I mean, didn't waste all too much energy there. So if he can land a couple shots, I mean, that's what you say. He's very capable. He can turn it around in an instant.
Yeah, you just don't want him to get too fancy. That's the thing. There we are with the Cesta Cyclones in the ESPN3 players cage. Have Manny there on the right, Carballo with the big smile, Jedden with those biceps, and of course talking Bueno through what should for them be a straight set victory.
Sorry, Steve, you know what that training device is that Carballo's using? Is that
I actually don't know what it's
activates
called,
the muscles, it looks like?
So, as in good announcer form, while going through my own rehab for a shoulder injury, I was used that kinetic device. I forget.
Okay.
I forget actually what it's called. But yeah, no, for strength training, there's a couple. You hold your arm in a couple different positions, and it strengthens different muscle groups. Good for rehab.
Yeah.
So is that.
We've seen those before, those massage guns. Those are everywhere.
Those massage guns are everywhere around here. All different types.
I'll see what happens here as we get prepared for our second set, just a few seconds away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our next set. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match. El Barba, having dropped the first set, will have the first serve in the second set. First serve by El Barba comes in low. Bueno returns it on the left side. Rebote by El Barba, 2-0 the light touch. Bueno took off, was unable to make the catch. There'll be no shutout in this match. El Barba gets the first point of the second set. He serves.
That's what he was looking for in the first set.
Just to see a point go up on the scoreboard, too. Got to give El Barba a lot of confidence here. And he's streaky, El Barba, no doubt about it. I mean, he gets in rhythms where when he's on, Stu, I mean, he's got all the tools. He started a little late in highlight, but more than skilled enough to win this match.
Beautiful catch and a nice return there by Bueno. Rebote forehand. Here's the catch by Bueno. Bueno hard to the inside. Scoop.
What a scoop.
Beautifully made by El Barba. Ball tipped. That's 2 points for El Barba. Substituting here for the Rebote Renegades. He serves.
And that scoop up in the front court, gorgeous. And the scoops usually give guys confidence as well. They make a scoop, they time everything up perfectly. Makes those next couple catches a little bit easier. Start to think a little bit less too. Just let the game come to him. So far so good here, 2-0 lead for El Barba in set number 2.
First serve is a miss serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Counts the same as an over and under serve. Just got to get this second one in.
There's the backhand by Bueno. Rebote forehand by Barba. Caught the sidewall and went into the pad. That's a point for Bueno. Bueno has the serve for the Cesta Cyclones in the white shirt. El Barba takes it up high, backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Robote coming out. Powerful forehand.
Nice return.
Robote forehand carom by El Barba.
Oh, got him.
Clutch play will score. 3 points for El Barba. With the Robote Renegades, he serves.
It's a forehand carom Robote. That thing really opened up off the front wall and beat Bueno to the outside.
Very well thrown. I mean, Bueno was there, but definitely was not expecting that. I mean, no one was, but.
All of his momentum going the other way and hard to get back out on the outside.
There's the Cortada serve, caught by Bueno, backhand. Robote coming out, Robote forehand by El Barba, nicely played. Here's Bueno. Backhand by Bueno. Robote forehand by El Barba. Bueno has it from the 5 line. Backhand. Robote forehand is missed. 2 points for Bueno of the Cesta Cyclones. El Barba still with 3. Bueno serves.
Yeah, it's just a matter of not moving up far enough to play that Robote. El Barba standing there about the 10 line. Needed to get out a little bit further to give himself more room to make the catch and then turn that Robote and keep the rally going.
Here's El Barba on the backhand. Backhand 2-all attempt falls short. We're all tied up at 3 points apiece. First player to 6 points will win the set. Bueno serves.
Yeah, that's one that he'd like to have back. I mean, just ending the point before it starts. Makes the catch off the serve and the backhand 2-wall. Doesn't even give himself a shot. Right in the pad.
In and out of the set, the ball goes. Bueno's the first to 4 points in this match. He serves.
3 in a row to retake the lead. Good job for Bueno. I mean, made a couple misses, unsettled him for a few moments, but he's locked back into this match.
Good catch by El Barba. There's the backhand 2-all this time.
Oh, what
Scooped
a
up by
scoop.
Bueno beautifully. El Barba for the forehand Robote. That's not going to work. 5 points for Bueno possible. Four is the score.
Just getting...
Juggling was the call on the catch.
Yeah, that...
4-4 is the score. El Barba serves.
Couldn't hear the whistle, but there was a whistle on the catch of Bueno that was a juggle. So we did not hear it. Thought that point went to Bueno, but it is El Barba's point. Ties it up at 4-4. That is the score.
Ball over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the catch by Bueno, backhand from the 9 line. Robote, left side, 2-all by El Barba, well thrown, caught by Bueno. El Barba goes in there, makes a fine catch, and a beautiful backhand is thrown from the 9 line. Light touch, El Barba advances, makes the catch, 2-all thrown hard, and scoring. 5 points for El Barba. It is possible set point.
Hold on now. Chance to push this to a third set.
This certainly did change, didn't it? Look, Barba himself will be the first player to tell you, don't count me out.
Well, he loves these moments, particularly when he's the underdogs, too. Loves playing that role and had a chance to play spoiler here on this Friday night. A couple of these 2-walls coming here. I mean, powerfully thrown. Bueno
Look, I would...
got the first one.
Fortunately, you and I are prohibited from betting. but if there were a prop bet that called for a Cortada serve, I'd say that he's about to Cortada serve it on that first serve.
Oh, yeah. This replay here, there's the second 2-all. Just missed by Bueno right there.
Low hard serve. This one caught by Bueno. Elbarba makes the catch. 2-all with a light touch. Bueno makes the catch.
Tough for
Elbarba
Bote.
for nicely played. Tough pickup by Bueno. Bueno sends it deep. Robote to the inside. Bueno will keep it on the forehand. Powerful forehand by Bueno. Robote forehand is missed. It is 5-5. So if Bueno wins this, the match will be over. If Elbarba wins this, we will move on to a third and final set.
Barba, the Robote, has been working out for him these last couple points. Just missed it at a crucial time. All right, 5-5, looking to push this to a third set. Bueno looking to end it right here.
Outside serve by Bueno will score.
He aced
it. And a hard-fought match for Bueno. And the Cesta Cyclones winning in the second set, 6-5.
Oh, Barba trapped to the inside, not thinking about that outside serve. What a time to throw it. And how about the execution? I mean,
beautifully played.
Talk about the timing you got to throw it. Bueno did right there. 6-5, he wins it in straight sets.
There is the game day score, 3.5 points in favor of the Cesta Cyclones there in the white shirts. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Let's hear from the winner of that match, Bueno, of the Cesta Cyclones.
All right, Bueno, congratulations on winning that match. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You know, it was a substitute match. Ben was out. You know, it's supposed to be playing Ben, but Barba came in. You know, and point is a point, man. The points are important tonight for the team. So it's a Cyclone night. Happy to put the points up for the team.
Did you have any specific strategy playing against Elbarba today?
You know, just no errors. You know, come out here, bring energy and no errors. It's kind of the same game plan, but here's, you know, I just can't afford to make errors. Just, you know, play a clean game.
Well, Bueno, congratulations again on your second win of the day. Let's see what else happens tonight.
Thank you. Go Clones.
Great start for the Cyclones on this game day. Not yet wrapped up, though. They have 3.5 points. They need one of these next three matches. The first, second-ranked doubles, Goanaga and Arats taking on Ikeda and Manny. Ikeda and Manny struggled so far this season. They've played 6 matches, which is half of their season as a second-ranked doubles team. Just 1-5 through their first 6. Goanaga and Arats, they came out of the gates pretty hot, Stu. Goanaga suffering that arm injury. They lost a couple while he was out. But when they've had this combination of Goanaga playing with Arats, lost just one time this season. We'll see how it goes here in just about 10 seconds. Will be the Robote Renegades, Goanaga and Arats with the serve. Again, Renegades will need these final 3 matches to win the game day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 4th match of the evening. Representing the Cesta Cyclones, we have the team of Ikeda and Manny. And representing the Robote Renegades, the team of Goanaga and Arats. There's the serve. Fourth match is underway. Forehand back inside. There's Aratz with a nice catch. Backhand right on the wall. Manny's there. Backhand from Aratz. That one dropping. Ikeda steps in. Low runner for Goenaga. Tough backhand. Ikeda coming back for it. Does lay it up. Goenaga aggressively on the costado to the outside. The Philo scores, getting the Renegades on the board first.
Kill shot to the outside, beautifully executed by Goenaga there. Ikeda was close, just not close enough to make the catch.
Well, running backhand, Aratz stays in, takes the catch in the air. Well, runner again, Manny. Rabote, that one pushed wide of the court. That is out of play. 2 points for the Renegades.
Manny was off his footing. Looks like the communication may be off between Ikeda and Manny there. That was definitely Manny's Rabote, just wasn't in position to make the play successfully.
Backhand deep into the corner on the wall. Tough save by Goenaga. Here's Ikeda on the bounce. Shoots it back inside. Aratz now running with it. He makes a diving Rabote save with a big bounce. And he stops it, shoots it low and hard. Aratz gets up there before the second bounce again. Manny on the Rabote. Here's Goenaga aggressively on the costado. Back inside. There's a scoop by Manny. Drops it over the top. Here's Goenaga again. Keeps the pressure on. Another backhand. And he takes it off the wall. It'll kick off the side wall. Here's Aratz. Manny now from the 11 line. Here's a backhand. Aratz steps in. Low runner for Ikeda. Aratz going to run around it. Makes the save. Drops it just over the pad. Ikeda with time. Forehand. Goes with the high play. Trying to get it past Aratz. Not going to let him. Nice catch overhead. One lifted to the inside. Aratz from the 12 line. Drops the low runner. Ikeda pulls it off the side wall. Manny from the 12 line. Sidearm play. 3 walls. Goenaga comes back for the Rabote. 2-wall return. Stopped on the bounce. Ikeda. High play to pass inside. Aratz. Foot on the wall. He comes down with the ball. Our backhand. Here's Manny now backed up to the 13. Higher and harder. Aratz steps back, takes it in. This time the low runner. Ikeda runs around it. His forehand return. Powerfully to the inside. Aratz backed up to the glass. He scooped it up. Goenaga now. That's one off from the 9 line. Delivers it back to the forehand of Manny. Manny with the sidearm play. Aratz runs under it. Aratz from the 8 line. Backhand comes right up the middle. Ikeda left early. Still makes the play. Shoots it inside low and hard. Aratz scooped that one up back at the 13. What a catch again. Takes it off the side wall. Here's a backhand. Ikeda steps in. Lower and harder. Goenaga makes the play. Backhand coming up the middle. Not a lot of communication. That ball missed on the bounce. 3 straight. Goenaga and Aratz.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there with Manny. It's timing. The issues are timing. He can make these plays. It just seems that the timing's off for him somehow.
Manny up at the 9 line. He powers that backhand wall to wall. Goenaga does the same for the forehand. Rabote could not avoid the screen. That ball's out of play. First point for the Cyclones, Ikeda and Manny.
Players looking to get the ball back often flirt with that overhead screen, trying to get it over your opponent's heads. In that case, kicks up and out of play.
Backhand by Aratz, puts it on the wall. There's Manny. Aratz runs around it, keep it on the left side. Hard backhand, that one dropping low. Manny on the forehand now. Over the top to the inside, Aratz. Hard backhand. Here's Aratz in the corner. Takes it out. High, hard return. Manny. They get past him. Drops it over the top. Goenaga looking to cut it off. The Philo is missed on the scoop. It's throw by Goenaga. It's the Renegades a 4th point.
Ikeda and Manny have played together for a number of seasons here, and sometimes frustration creeps into the picture. Body language would suggest that that time has arrived.
Rotz from the 11 line. Again, caught the corner. Manny goes up for it. Shoots the forehand. Sidearm play. Rotz is there. Manny from the 12 line. Forehand, high off the front wall. What a catch there by Rotz. Takes it off the numbers. Backhanded pass. Ikeda running with it. Forehand turn low and hard. There's Rotz making the scoop deep in the backcourt. Ikeda now up at the 7 line. Drops it back to Rotz. Deep in the corner. Lifts this one up. Robote's coming out. Forehand Robote. Little kick off the sidewall. Goenaga comes back for it. Ikeda out of the way. Manny over the top, looking for the big bounce. Rotz controls it. There's a backhand, low runner. Manny steps up, takes it in. What a catch. Rotz ranging back for it overhead. Drops it inside. Here's Manny up at the 10 line. Finally able to get this one to pass. Goenaga on the Robote. Drops it up the middle. Here's Manny again. 3-wall play. Goenaga a little higher off the front wall. Ikeda runs under it. There's a strong backhand to the inside. Little kick off the wall. Goenaga makes the play. Rotz him deep in the backcourt. Lifts it up, just out of reach of Manny. Calls for Ikeda to take it. He's there for the Robote. Goenaga again. Costado inside. Manny lets that one pass. He's got the Robote. Goenaga again. There's a drop shot. 1, 2, bounces, scores. Perfectly thrown. It's the Renegades 5 points and a possible set point.
So on paper, these teams are way closer than this score would indicate. Goenaga's come back from this injury beautifully.
Yeah, when he went out, he was killing the point effectively, and that's still the case today.
He scoped out where his opponents were, drops it inside beautifully. The ball was bouncing by the second time by the 4 line, which is what you want those drop shots to do.
Here's Manny on the left side, hard backhand. Here's Rotz now from the 13 line. Manny going up for it, the outside placement. It's outside the court. Point and set to Goenaga and Rotz. They take it 6-1. 2 minutes will play set number 2.
Yes, I think we would say just a bit wide on that outside placement there by Manny. 2 minutes up on the board. We will go back to the ESPN 3 players cage. See Goenaga and Rotz there. Comfortable victory in the first set. 6-1.
Yeah, before the injury, Goenaga and Rotz started off 4-0. When he went out, they lost 2 straight. Last time this team played against Iturbide and Spinner, that went the maximum 33 points, and they lost 6-5 in the final set. That's their only loss together as a doubles team. The Renegades right there. It's been a struggle for Ikeda and Manny. 1 win this season coming against Joseph and Inaki, and that was Joseph substituting for Bradley. Communication not quite there. Shots not working out for them, the few that they attempted. A scrappy team, a tough team, and they can make life difficult for their opponents. They just got to extend some of these rallies. I mean, Manny not as much of a shot maker from the backcourt. Ikeda up in the front. We've seen what he's capable of.
Yeah,
just not many opportunities.
Body language that I noticed on the court.
Yeah.
It seems to be going on in the players' cage as well. With Manu getting in there and basically telling, look, there's no one knows Manny better than Manu, and vice versa.
Right.
Those guys played together for a number of years at the former Miami High Line. About 30 seconds to go before we begin the second set. There's some communication between the two. Let's see if it's effective.
Set number 2, Ikeda and Manny will serve to Goenaga and Rotz. Backhand. Here's a Rebote, forehand. Dropping low and hard. Here's Goenaga, back to the inside. Manny scooped it up. Backhand, low runner. Out of reach, Ikeda coming back forward, he digs it out. Ball missed on the bounce. Ikeda and Manny on the board first in our second set. Ikeda on the bounce, scooped it up. There's the carom. That scores. 2-0 lead for Ikeda and Manny. Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Backhand from Aratz, coming back up the middle. Here's Manny now. Manny drops it over the top. Aratz makes the play at the 8 line. Hard backhand. Here's Aratz, middle of the court. Sidearm play. Drops back inside. Here's Manny. Manny drops it over the top. Right on the numbers. Here's Aratz. Ikeda from up at the 7 line. There's the backhand. Aratz steps in again. Big backhand, just out of reach. The Rebote is on the wall. Goenaga saves it to the outside. Ikeda shoots the large forehand, low and hard to score. 3 points for Ikeda and Manny.
Looks like they got the communication straight. 3 straight points out on the board. Beautifully played by the Cyclones.
Perfect throw right there from Ikeda. Backhand coming up the middle. Manny now in the corner from the 12 line. Aratz takes it off the sidewall. Backhand kicking up. Manny not going to go for it. Tough save. Ikeda puts it just above the pad. Backhand from Goenaga. Rebote comes shooting out. Ikeda drops it back over the top. There's Aratz. Big backhand from Manny. Ball takes Goenaga up to the 5 line. What a catch by Manny right off the sidewall. Rebote again. Goenaga makes the save. Ikeda has the catch. The Philo scooped up by Goenaga. Goenaga low and hard. There it scores. Great effort by Manny on the Rebote. That gets the Renegades their first point and a serve.
There'll be no shutout here. Aggressive play from both Ikeda and Manny. Manny throwing himself to the floor trying to make that save.
This one opens up to the outside. Goenaga calls him off. He's got the Rebote.
Called him off twice.
And he drops it over the top. Aratz now. What a catch up high on the left side. The backhand comes to Manny now. Manny shoots a carom. Aratz on the outside. He gets there, but the forehand caught the overhead screen, which is out of play. (4-1) in favor of Ikeda and Manny. Manny from the 13 line drops it inside. Here's Aratz on the Rebote. Up the middle, Ikeda has it, shoots it low and hard again. Aratz is there before the second bounce. Manny with a good catch on the inside, hard backhand. Aratz takes it in. Forehand rebote, here's Manny. Aratz from back beyond the 12 line, low runner, and he steps up. Forehand rebote. Little kick off the sidewall. Goenaga has it. Goenaga puts it inside.
Beautiful
What a
catch.
play by Manny on the numbers. He pulls it in. Big backhand. Goenaga up at the 7 line. Keeps it inside. Beyond the bounce. Pika. Cut off. Goenaga. 2-wall. Splitter. Step by Ikeda. Ikeda puts it back up the middle. Aratz able to scoop it up. Manny looking for the rebote early, makes a save, 2-wall with a big bounce. Goenaga controls it, back inside. Manny, tough rebote, it's a 2-wall. Goenaga's there, nice save by Manny deep in the backcourt though. That one missed on the bounce, well played point going to the Renegades. Goenaga and Aratz get their second point.
Don't know if Ikeda was telling him to go for it on his own or trying to call him off at the last second. One way or the other, ball tipped by Manny.
Forehand rebote dropped over the top. Ikeda has it at the 8 line. There's a backhand. On the numbers, Aratz takes it in. Hard backhand. That one kicking up and out. Ikeda right on the wall. Rebote's missed. Just a 1-point deficit now. Goenaga and Aratz serving.
The closer that ball is to the side wall, whether it's coming off the front wall or the rebote, just the more difficult to play. Right at the side wall. Just such a tough play there for Ikeda.
Low runner inside. Goenaga comes back for it. Drops it at the feet of Ikeda. Ball missed. 4-4 is the score. Renegades serve. Forehand back inside. Here's Ikeda. Aratz from back beyond the 12. Drops it inside. Manny has it again. Well, running backhand. Catch by Goenaga. Well, runner inside. Ikeda makes another rebote save. Here's Aratz on the bounce. The ball is missed.
Look, you can wait a week for Aratz to miss the ball, and it won't happen. That is a rare miss by Aratz there on the left side.
Possible set point here for the Cyclones. Back on the inside, here's Manny. Aratz in the middle of the court, high hard backhand, right back to Manny standing in the corner. Rebote forehand, Ikeda keeps it inside. Goenaga, what a catch. Here's Aratz from deep in the backcourt. Well, running backhand, Ikeda has it again. Backhand, high and hard, not out of reach of Aratz. He takes it in. Cutting back inside, what a play, Manny takes it in. Aratz, low runner. Stops between the Cyclones. Ikeda on the rebote, all alone. Goenaga cuts it off. Inside placement. Back to Manny. He's got it in the air. Aratz, another low runner. Manny out of the way. That ball kicked way up. Ikeda lays it up with a big bounce. Aratz calls him off from the backcourt. Manny steps up, takes it in at the 12 line. Big backhand, wall to wall. Goenaga at the 4 line, turns it powerfully. Back to the forehand of Manny. Manny over the top. Goanaga cuts it off again. This time up the middle. It's scooped up. Arats trying to get up there before the second bounce. He does. Backhand comes shooting out again. Ikeda. Robote save. Comes out to the middle of the court. Here's Arats now. Forehand. Crossing. There's a three-wall play. Ikeda lines it up. Puts it up the middle for Goanaga. Goanaga shoots it low and hard. Manny a tough Robote from deep in the backcourt. Goanaga again. This time even lower. Manny lines it up. He digs it out. Goanaga again to the inside. Manny is there. What a scoop. Robote left side. Manny's got another one. This time on the forehand. He drops it high up over the top. Arats looking to run around it. Big bounce. Puts it up the middle. Ikeda the sidearm. Karam taking on the bounce. Goanaga this time even lower. Manny lines up a third one.
Just caught the
but that
overhead
one's
screen.
in the overhead screen. What a point. We are at 5-5. Possible match point here for Goanaga and Arats, and his set point for Ikeda and Manny.
So well played by all four players, but standout play with some phenomenal saves by Manuel.
Wow.
Manny.
He's been known to save a Robote or two in his
Saved by
time.
Manuel that's an inside joke. But Manny doing fantastic work here in the back.
Hard serve, Manny takes it in. Backhand, low runner. Goanaga on the inside, he cuts it off. High and hard, just out of reach of Manny. Robote coming out, Ikeda drops it back over the top. Goanaga's got another one. Costato, that is well placed. Manny comes up with it in the corner. Outside placement, Arats calls him off. Arats the sidearm forehand. Manny calls him off on the Robote, but it's in the pad.
Wow.
Point, set, and a hard-fought match going to Goanaga and Arats, winning in straight set 6-1, 6-5. First win of the day for the Robote Renegades. 1.5 points going their way. First points for the Renegades on the game day. 1.5 to 3.5. However, Stu, we're going to take a bit of an extended break. We do have an announcement here. Ubia will be scratched from his final match of the day. So that was scheduled up next, Gosheri and Ubia against Carbaiwa Manu. We saw Ubia come up a little bit
Wincing.
in that final couple points of the singles match right there. Looks like his back, not exactly sure what the extent of the injury is, but not moving around all too well, and you need every bit of it in that top-ranked doubles match. So that match will go to the Cesta Cyclones. Our fifth match, Carbaiwa Manu will win via forfeit. So up next will be Arats against Manny. That is a second-ranked singles matchup, which will close out the day. We'll hear from our winners, Goanaga and Arats of the Renegades.
All right, Goanaga, Arats, congratulations on winning that match. How are you guys feeling right now?
Very great. It's our first match that we win today, so happy for that.
All right, Arats, tell me a little bit. What was the strategy playing today?
Yeah, the strategy was they catch a lot of balls, so the strategy was me take balls outside of atrás, coger las bolas back, and then John Goanaga kill the point in the front when he's in the front. So that's the strategy, and he do very good his job. Me, I do too very good my job. I lost the easy ball in the hand, but nothing happened. But good, we have a match, so happy to be another time with Goanaga because he has an injury and he's coming back very good, slowly. Today he played a very good match.
Well, guys, congratulations again on winning that match. See what else happens tonight.
Thank you.
And we thank Goanaga and Arats for that post-match interview. Coming up next, as we said, Gosheri and Ubia have forfeited their next match due to the injury by Ubia. So, you see the two players up next in about 3 minutes. That will be Arats against Manny. Second-ranked singles match to close out the day.
Forfeits are a rare thing around Magic City.
I believe the first this year within the game day.
But the Renegades already dealing with one injury.
yeah.
Second injury coming up during the course of a game.
Yeah, perhaps would have been able to manage with Ben there in the backcourt, but Barber already played a couple. Ben out tonight, so not much backcourt help for that Renegades team. So Carballo and Manu will get the win with that win, Stu.
Yeah, I was just
They
about to
improve.
say that makes the overall point total, if we can see that with about 2 minutes to go.
Gives us Cyclones 5 for the day. Just 1.5 for the Renegades, so you're going to say it, Stu. Cyclones win the game day via that forfeit.
But how are they doing as far as the season's concerned overall?
Well, season-long standings here. You can pull these up. And all of our stats and standings, check out highlightworld.com. You'll see a couple different options there. The leftmost tab is Battle Court. You click on that. You can see our match results. You go to the standings tab, and you will see that with that win, Stu, the Cesta Cyclones jump into first place.
I was just about to say, with the forfeit, correct?
With that forfeit.
With the forfeit, that puts the Cesta Cyclones in first place, which changes
There we go,
things.
Stu.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Okay, so the Renegades were sizably out front, but there was a game day difference.
Right.
For a while. Now, that's evening out a bit. You see the Warriors still sufficiently behind. They have a lot of points to get, but look at those Cyclones.
Well, now the Cyclones will be a game day ahead of the Renegades, but got to look out for the Devils here, have almost the same points remaining and not many less than the Renegades, who had a pretty significant lead at the first couple game days of the season.
Half by 1.5, and that is not a lot, as we found out in the last season of Battle Court.
No, I mean, you get 1.5 points in just one match.
It can come down to one singles match. It can come down to one singles match, or of course a doubles match. As to whether or not you make the playoffs or automatically have a bye into the final.
Every point matters here, winding down the clock, but give Heratz a little bit of extra time here, about 40 seconds to go until we begin our final match of the day here. And Heratz overall 3-2 to begin his singles season. His opponent, Manny, just 1-4 in his first 5. Do have some charities to introduce as well before our final match. See that smile from Heratz? Infectious.
That smile is absolutely priceless.
And how about that, Stu? Shouting out his mother. Mom, I love you.
I love you. I don't speak Basque, but that's how it No, he said it in English, actually. What a sweet guy. One of the 3 youngest players that we have overall in Battle Court here at Magic City.
Absolutely.
What a positive energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Jai-Alai League is proud to support local causes in our community. The Rabote Renegades are playing on behalf of the Udonis Haslam Foundation, which aims to address the socioeconomic and mental health issues that plague the inner cities. Their mission is to give hope to children and families in underserved communities by facilitating exposure to opportunities and access to care and resources. The Cesta Cyclones are playing on behalf of the Ron McGill Conservation Endowment, which supports organizations and programs dedicated to ensuring that wildlife can thrive in wild environments. The endowment has provided tens of thousands of dollars annually to important conservation projects, both locally and globally. Let's make some noise for these final 2 organizations as they join us tonight. There's the serve. We begin our final match. There's a nice scoop on the inside by Manny. Ball missed on the scoop. Manny gets the first point of our final match.
Manny pointing that I think Manny was looking for, couldn't tell. Oh, yeah, sorry. I couldn't tell if he was looking for a towel or he was joking around with one of his compatriots about playing for him.
Backhand to the inside. Here's Manny. Powerful throw. Heratz has it at the 12 line. Big backhand. Heratz on the move. Out at the 8 line. Turns it powerfully. Not going to get past Manny. Lines it up on the left side. Hard backhand out of reach again. Heratz puts it up the middle. Two-all return, dropping low, high scoop by Manny. Manny's carom return opens up to score. 2-0 advantage for Manny with the Cyclones.
Aggressive play by Manny paying off there. That carom landing in and scoring, very well done. Beautiful scoop there on the replay, and then the carom. 2-all play from the forehand. That scores.
Rotz comes out with it in the corner on the left side. What a catch by Manny, pulling it off the side wall. Rotz has it up at the 10. High hard return. This one passing. Morenobote. Rotz on the bounce, takes it in. Backhand. Manny, what a catch again. Same spot at the 11 line. And follows. Rotz backpedaling quickly. Just does get out there. Drops it to the inside. Manny controls it. Morenobote again. That right at the feet of Manny. He's there to scoop it up. Rotz now, backhand, quick release on the low runner. Manny ranging back for it. What a catch, no look overhead. Bote left side, slows it down for a moment. Here's Manny. High, hard backhand, that just does clear, taking a Rotz to the inside. Tejada Bote attempt, not gonna get 2 bounces. Manny up there, just gonna pass with it. 2-all attempt, Manny keeps it on the left side. The 2-all return scores. 3-0 lead for Manny.
So a more aggressive style of play from Manny and a slightly less aggressive style of play from a Rotz. Rotz is...
Notably, yeah.
A Rotz is the one player from the backcourt, tends to throw quite a few shots. Moves up on the ball very aggressively. Not the case here so far. We'll see if that continues.
Backhand from Rotz, just out of reach. Here's Manny on the Rabote. It's a 2-all. That's going to land out. Rotz is on the board. His first point. He serves.
There will be no shutout.
Well, over serve. Second serve coming up. Manny opens up with the backhand. Rotz committed. Looking to get out there for the Rabote.
Escapes.
That's pushed off the court.
So when the ball's coming off the Rabote, that rebound off of the back wall, player has to move with the momentum that the ball is setting. In that case there, just out of play.
There's a backhand. Manny going up for it. Just did catch it there up at the 11 line. Big backhand again. Rotz went back for it. Now looking to get out there. Just does make the play. That ball is missed. Tipped by Manny on the right side. So his second point for Rotz. Backhand, this time Rotz committed, and he made the play up overhead. Backhand by Manny on the inside. Trying to pass again. Rotz not going to let him this time. Good catch at the 12 line. Manny from the 11. Again, caught the corner. Rotz takes it in. Trying to get this one to pass. Manny going back for it. What a play right on the number. Somehow comes up with it. Rotz launches this one, gets back to the 13 line. Manny, a little backhand 2-all opening up. Rotz gets there. Rotz with a long drop shot. First bounce, doesn't get the second. Manny lobs it up. He gives Rotz a play on the Rabote. He's got it on the back end. Manny goes up. Drop shot by Manny. First bounce. Rotz gets up there. Rotz inside. Placement is caught in the air by Manny. What a read. Rotz is not going to get to that one. A well-played point. Goes to Manny 5-2. He leads it. On a possible set point.
If you want to know what court positioning is, look no further than that last point at both Manny and Rotz. That's court positioning. That's reading what your opponent's doing as he's throwing the ball and moving your body into position to make the play. Both did it beautifully there. Manny did it one time better than Rotz.
Manny from the inside shoots a carom. It's going to stop it. Arat's carom return scores. He's brought it to 5-3. Still a possible set point for Manny. Arat's will serve.
Curious to see if Arat starts turning on shots later on in the game than he did earlier.
Stays in the backcourt, takes it in at the 12 line. Manny going up, good catch up overhead. There's the backhand. Right on the numbers. Arat somehow pulls that one in. What a play. Really getting this one to pass. Robote to the outside. Arat's not falling forward. He stops it. Arat's a side arm carom return. Manny picks it off, drops it inside. Arat gets there before the second bounce inside. Placement scores. 5-4. Arat serves.
Again, both players doing their best to position their throws out of the reach of their opponent. You really can't say who's doing a better job. It really comes down point by point.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up for Arat. Strong backhand. Arat's committed. Had to take that Robote on the bounce. That comes up short. Point and set. Manny takes it 6-4. 2 minutes. We'll play set number 2. First set, 6-4 in favor of Manny. Yeah, once you commit to making that catch deep in the backcourt, that Robote was next to impossible, trying to take it on the quick bounce, and pretty good effort, just coming up pretty far short. Manny looking to add more points on a day that has been all Cyclones.
There we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Manny getting a pep talk by none other than Jedden. It's Carballo. Carballo, the beneficiary of a forfeit.
It's he and Manu, winners of that 5th scheduled match. Setting up this final one right here, Manny against Arat. I believe Manny's only win this season was against, I think that was Iturbide of the Chargers. Straight set victory, 6-2, 6-4. Outside of that, in his 4 losses, he's only won 1 set, so pretty good start for Manny right here. The captain of the Cyclones when they won their championship back in our opening season of Battle Court. Looking to add another title here in our Fall 23. And you see Jedden up there just talking with Manny, going to stay locked in, and more of the same here as we get into the second set. Manny just taking a couple extra breaths right here. If they win this match, it would be 6 points of a possible 7.5. The only win for the Renegades. Gonaga and Arat's taking out Ikeda and Manny just a few moments ago. It'd be a big game day, and ultimately figuring out who finishes in first, second, and third. There'll be some change-ups here at the top of our standings as we get into the post-game show. We're ready to go with set number 2. Rotz will serve to Manny. There's a serve by Rotz. Our second set is underway. Rotz stays in the backcourt, makes the catch up overhead. Get this one to pass. Here's Manny. Manny lobs it into the corner. Rotz coming out for the rebote. He makes the save. Manny's two-wall lands in and scores. That is perfectly thrown. Good start for Manny, the Cyclones, 1-0.
Beautiful two-wall executed by Manny on the left side. Very well done.
Lines it up, dropping down. I mean, that is just perfect. Rotz gets up to the 11 line. High, hard backhand. Just does clear. This one cutting back inside. Rebote. That's a tough save by Manny. Rotz shoots a two-wall. Manny on the outside stops it. He keeps it on the forehand. The kick to the outside is missed by Rotz. Had a play on it, just couldn't pull it in. 2-0 advantage for Manny.
No, Rotz obviously frustrated. I'd be frustrated too because one, Manny should have thrown that in low and hard and inside.
Right, yeah.
He had a Rotz
lot
six
of court.
line. Yeah. And instead he put it right in his forehand and he dropped it.
Hard backhand, right in the corner. Forehand to Bote, saved by Manny. Rotz has it up overhead. There's the backhand. That got away from him. 3-0 lead for Manny.
Yeah, I don't know that we've ever seen that degree of frustration from Rotz.
Not usually. One of the more composed.
No, definitely one of the more composed players. Just
hasn't. I mean, he's come out slow in this match, but Manny getting these backhands to pass has really taken Rotz out of his aggressive style that has led him to that good record so far in singles. Rebote to the outside. Rotz keeps it on the costado. There's a two-wall. Landing in. Manny just does stop it. Forehand return. Going to be a tough rebote. Rotz got assessed on it, but that comes up short. 4-0 advantage for Manny.
I would have never expected 4-0. I can't believe that this would be a shutout with Rotz not getting a point on the board. That would just be totally uncharacteristic.
Clean miss by Manny. The two-wall return is stopped by Rotz. Somehow got in there. Here's Manny, forehand, low and hard. Rotz is there to scoop it up. What a catch. Manny ranging back for it, has it at the 10 line. Big backhand, out of reach again. Rotz, two-wall. Right to the forehand of Manny. Manny's carom return, lands in and scores. What a shot by Manny again. 5-0 advantage. He has a possible set. Possible match point.
There were flashes, two flashes anyway, of the Rotz that we know and love. They're in that match, in that set just now, but then it faded.
Backhand right on the numbers. Manny takes it in. Another tough play. Forehand Bote, right at the feet of Manny. On the bounce, up at the 9 line. The carom from the inside scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Manny wins it 6-4, 6-0. Stay tuned for the post-game show. It's coming up in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court postgame show here with Jedden and Carballo. 2 guys, a busy day here for the Cesta Cyclones. Going to start with Jedden here. You guys are in first place. Quite the run you've made up the standings. What does it mean to be in first at this point in the season?
Well, it means a lot for our team. Me and Mike didn't play today, but we was cheering on our team. The guys played phenomenal. Manny came in the last game to execute this last 1 point, and that put us in first place. Well, we was in first place already, but that gave us a little bit more wiggle room. But it feels good to be in first. The first year we won a championship, we were in first place too. So it feels good to be back in first place, to answer your question.
Got to answer you, Carballo. How do you guys stay at the top now that you're in that top spot?
Right now it's about being disciplined. You know, even the one match that we dropped today, Ikeda and Manny, we had a 4-1 commanding lead in the second set. You know, that's bad game management. You know, you can't give up that set. You know, and to come back from that, well, I think actually they dropped the first set there. But, you know, it's just being attention to detail, locating, and executing, you know, and not letting your back quarter down, you know, so.
Awesome. Great game day for you guys. Get some rest. We'll see you back next game day. Send it over to Stu. Get the replays working.
Let us take a look at some replays from a fantastic night of Jai-Alai live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We began with Gaucheri with an unfamiliar face, though familiar to us. El Barba substituting in the backcourt. Meant Gaucheri went into overdrive as far as trying to dominate from the front court. Had some spectacular catches and throws, some fiery play. But it just was not enough to bring them victory because that came with some mistakes. Was expecting Bueno to miss balls like that one, and Bueno did not. Bueno doing a beautiful job today overall.
Yeah, I mean, especially after that first set, we saw a couple misses and then nothing pretty much the rest of the day.
Exactly. Gaucheri having a very difficult time finding success with those shots. Came out to a third set. Manu turned it on. Bueno was almost flawless there in that third set. Gaucheri, of course, is always exciting when he's on the court with plays like this. We'll show it to you from a couple different angles. That ball took what we call a Magic City bounce, meaning it hit one of the seams there in the side wall, came out at an odd angle, and you just see Gaucheri contorting his body to make the play. Here's Bueno with an unexpected 2-all. It's unexpected because look where Gaucheri is standing. Completely out of place.
Two-on attempt there by Gaucheri. You see pushed wide. Manu, look at this one.
Look at that placement.
Perfect.
He gets it.
perfectly landing to the outside of the court. And Bueno consistent with his serving. And that one right off the tip to finish off that third and final set in the first match. Well, Barba doing a pretty good job there of coming in and substituting.
And then that brought us to fourth-ranked singles, Ikeda and Ubia.
Ubia at some point, that may have been it right there, where, hard to say, where he hurt his back. And at some point just began wincing with every throw. I guess it wasn't there because he looks fine there.
Yeah.
Ikeda with that clutch save. That finished off the first set. That was just such a beautiful save. Don't know that he wasn't hurt there, though, to be honest with you, because he didn't take a step towards that ball. Anyway, beautiful carom to start off the second set, thrown by Ubia. Ikeda with the carom there. Ubia does not step out, reaching for that back there.
Yeah, that perhaps.
But scoring, no, his back was already.
But boy, I mean, he kept fighting.
Yeah, because he landed a few really, really nice shots. Yeah. That's just a face full of pain right there. And it wasn't clear whether or not he was going to be able to finish.
Yeah, you see there, right? He gets up and right away he's frustrated. He knows that something's not right. And he did not move well the rest of this match. You see right here.
Yeah, exactly.
He made some plays, but
it's court positioning. You move to where you think the ball. Yeah, I mean, you move to where you think the ball is going, but when you have pain every time you throw the ball. Yeah, that's credit though. He made it through the match.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was down. I mean, see 5-3 right there. He brought it to 5-5.
Yeah, he did, and that's with pain.
Yeah, that's where that cannot feel all too good.
Yeah, he usually hits the glass with the tip of the cesta there. He hit himself.
See this backhand you see just the expression on his face as he throws the backhand 2-all and he lands it, I mean, perfectly. I mean, just an inch inside the boundary line. And
talk about players playing every point, every single point. And there was a question whether or not that was, they were going to challenge whether or not that was in. Judge is confident of the call that was made, and there was no question about it after that. That brought us back to El Barba substituting again in there for Ben, who was out tonight, this time going up against Bueno. I'll tell you, Barba.
Clean first set, but
that first set was not particularly pretty, but the second set, Barba managed to put some points up on the board, and it was far from a set out, far from a blowout.
Not at all.
But it looked like potentially he was going to come back and win that second set.
Yeah, Rabote here, the effort, and just coming up short. Rabote missed, starting to come undone here in the final points of this second set. And this at 5-5, this outside serve is perfectly executed, El Barba.
Just beautifully done by Bueno.
And not getting out to it. The ace ends it in straight sets for Bueno. He wins both of his matches today on a big day for the Cyclones. That brought us to match number 4. Ikeda and Manny against Goenaga and Arats. The one bright spot for this Renegades team today.
Yeah, Goenaga and Arats played beautifully together. Goenaga had a few weeks out with a right bicep injury, but he comes back and it doesn't look like he's missed a beat because he was really playing well before that injury. He's playing well again. Tonight was great as far as his shot-making ability. Was moving Ikeda all around the court and a high degree of frustration on the part of the Cesta Cyclones with Manny and Ikeda. Nice carom there by Ikeda. That ball, again, just off the tip of his cesta. So frustrating. Again, highlighting, like most other sports, game of inches. In that case, you have a margin of error about a half inch on either side of the ball when it's coming square into the cesta.
And the final Rabote attempt coming up short. Good comeback there by Goenaga and Arats to take it in straight sets.
We then had basically a forfeit.
Yes.
Of the next doubles match. Sorry that happened. That was our number 1 ranked players going up against each other.
So Carballo Manu got the win there. That set up Manny and Arats to close out the day.
Manny and Arats to close things out. And again, this is not the Arats that we're used to seeing. He was far less aggressive than he normally is as far as shot making in the first set. Manny was playing well throughout. Arats had pretty good effort there in the second set to try to bring things back around, but Manny just continued to play too well. Catches like this, I said it during the match, I'll say it again now, is just the court positioning was impeccable by both Arats and Manning. Super well done.
Yeah, a lot of the talk is what Arats didn't do, but not how well Manny played in this one. He didn't miss any balls, aggressive from the jump, and you see this one highlight here, but look at these, tracking it down, hits the forehand off. I mean, he was everywhere.
Just drops it to the inside. Arats makes a great catch, puts it back to the inside, clearly out of the reach and play of Manny. One of the bright spots. But here, no, that rebote just way too tough to make. Arats was committed to the backcourt, just not able to make the play.
Some final replays here.
Good catch, almost made by Arats.
Yeah, that may have been a deflating miss right there.
Yeah, no, the frustration just so evident. And Arats is typically a very composed player. But this, just overall frustrating evening. Between the fact that Ben was out and then they have an injury with Ubia, there's quite a bit to be frustrated about.
And you see good effort there, but again, just coming up short. Not much going right for him, and everything here. Look at Manny on that rebote attempt. I mean, that's a spectacular catch just inside before it's in the net. Manny, though, good defense all match long, low hard return. See, Arats is there, but just not enough offense to go with that defense.
Good catch by Manny. Beautiful carom to finish things off.
Yeah, I mean, that is so well thrown from the inside. Quick turn on the carom, ends it in straight sets, including 6-0 there in set number 2. A big day for the Cesta Cyclones. They jump a couple of teams, and they are up at the top of our standings now. If we can pull those up for you and see where all 5 teams stack up. Cyclones up at the top, 41 points, Stu. Hard to believe.
That was not the case at the beginning of the evening.
Boy, I mean, they jumped a couple teams. Renegades still in second. The Devils, 37.5 points. They're holding on to third and final playoff spot. The Chargers, 31. Warriors, 21.5. The Warriors do have a couple extra games to play to catch up to the other teams, so still very much in the playoff mix. A player of the day for today, Stu. Again, he had a couple of really solid performances. Bueno 2-0. Who are you going to go with?
Oh, who'd you say?
I said Bueno.
You said Bueno. Well, Mr. Smarty Pants, if you want to predict who I'm going to say is player of the day,
how about?
You did a very good job of doing that. Wow. I will absolutely say that. Mr. Smarty Pants too aggressive?
No, it's okay.
It's all right.
We're playful. It's fun, guys.
It's all right.
It's all clean. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No cursing in the broadcast. Bueno, no question about it. Bueno actually turned things up in that first match where he's playing doubles. His catching was spot on. His service has been spot on. He's been playing progressively better. I believe he's gotten player of the day a couple weeks ago as well.
Yes, yeah.
His game has just been getting better and better in that singles match. I expected him to win in 2 sets, and he did. Now, he played the first set fine. Obviously, it was a 6-0 victory in that set. Second set, I think he came in a little soft.
Yeah, no.
And wasn't expecting El Barba to do anything, and then we got to that finished 6-5, didn't it?
Yeah, last
that
point.
Finished 6-5. So, but Bueno still gets, even though he almost let Barba sneak one in there, he definitely gets player of the day. He's been playing terrific. We hope to see him continue to do so.
Yeah, 6 of a possible 7.5 for the Cyclones today. All members of that team
huge
very
day.
effective.
Yeah, that's a huge day.
That's one to look back on potentially if the Cyclones finish in front of the Renegades and perhaps have like a little home court advantage here as the playoffs. This is a day to look back on. Monday, when we return, Stu, it's going to be the Warriors and Chargers. Get started with Correa against Spinner, then Inaki and Nicholas against Zuleika and Benny, followed by Joseph against Rock, then Julian and Benny in singles. 2 doubles matches. We'll close it out with Joseph and Inaki against Zuleika and Rock, then Nicholas and Julian against Iturbide and Spinner. Stu and I will be back here Monday on the call, 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the Chargers and the Warriors. For Stu Nyman, I'm Andrew Bleckman. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.
See you Monday, 5 p.m.
Do you have any serve-in rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!